my levels, my angles. I'm driving in my car, Not headed to work. No, no, no. I am headed out. I just thought I'd come on here and just say hello, say good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching this video. We're going to talk about some 90 Day Fiance. I am the infamous Kiki. Welcome to my channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Hitting a like really helps the channel. Comment really helps the channel. It's a small thing that you can do to help your girl out, help the algorithm. So I would really like for you to subscribe so you can watch all my videos. Tonight I'll be watching House of the Dragon live. So if you are a Game of Thrones fan and you want to watch House of the Dragon with me tonight, let's see, it's starting at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time is when I start. I watch Love After Lockup, or Life After Lockup. If you watch that, I do talk about 90 Day Fiance. Just take a look around my channel. I do movie reviews. I watch shows live. I'm watching Andor if you're into Star Wars. I'm really into science fiction and Marvel and stuff like that. But I watch a few reality things here and there. And I got my new hair today. Y'all see my locks. I got my new hair. And I'm going to talk about 90 Day Fiance, the U.S. version, and 90 Day Fiance, the U.K. version. Let me tell you, I didn't know there was a 90 Day Fiance UK version up until like a week ago, right? Like, it was a shock. I saw somebody reviewing it and I was like, wait a minute, there's a 90 Day Fiance UK? Well, let me go check it out. I have not been hard in the 90 Day Fiance trenches. I just started watching it like maybe maybe three seasons ago. And then I went back and also rewatched people's reviews about certain couples because I didn't know what was going on. I never really knew what the show was about. Really, I thought it was about something else. And then somebody was like, "No, it's about people." When they said 90 Day Fiance, I mean, it was somebody. It was a reality show where they were putting couples together, and then they had 90 days to get married. That's what I really thought it was. I had no idea. Like, I guess I was getting confused with like another show that's like, where you had to marry. I was getting 90 Day Fiance confused with that. I had no idea it was a story about people meeting people internationally, like having a relationship internationally, and then they come over this country and they have 90 days to get married in order for them to get their green card. I had no idea that that's what the show was about. And once I learned the show was about, I was like, oh, well, that sounds interesting. And let me go back. Let me go watch the show. I was like, okay. So I started going back and watching it. So like I said, I didn't know there was a 90 Day. If you didn't know, there's a 90 Day UK. And so I'm just going to give my slight, this video's not going to be long. I'm just going to give my observations as to what I see the differences in the show and how I feel that both shows match up. So I'm watching this season of 90 Day Fiance. I'm barely watching. I'm fast forwarding some of the couples because they're just not interested. They're just boring. And so I went over to watch 90 Day UK, and like I said, first of all, there's more diversity on the 90 Day UK. There's much more diversity in the countries, in the people, in the gender dynamics is a bit different, and so I like that. From what I've learned and what I researched, when 90 Day Fiance first started out in America, it was very different. The couples were very different. Now, now I just feel like it's of course, reality TV period has a level of setupness and fakery, and they put them in certain situations and tell them what to say or what to do and stuff like that. So that happens, and I don't have any issues. Well, I have issues with that, but I have issues of too much of that. But the U.S. version, it just seems real fake. Like, it just seems like way too overly produced, and sometimes I just feel like the couples aren't real people, even though I know that they're real people. But it's just like I feel like they're real people, not real people. Let me give you an example. A lot of these the international women that they pick, a lot of these men will be American, and the women that they're getting with in these other countries. They want to be models, they want to be actresses, or they are models, are actresses, are singers, are entertainers, or shit. Some of them even have their own OnlyFans set up, or they're Instagram models in their country. And I think that in the United States they pick these couples on purpose, because I'm like, a lot of people sign up to be on this show. I can imagine thousands of people sign up to be on this show. And so the people that the producers pick, I'm just like, surely everybody in Brazil don't look like Jasmine. Sure, everybody in the Ukraine don't look like Yara. Now, I know they done had some work done and stuff like that. Since they've moved to America, they've gotten money, they've came up, they've had their lips done, their boobs done. But even before they even came to America, some of these women did not look like normal women in their country. I didn't see the women in Ukraine. They don't look like Yara. So she's undeniably a beautiful woman. That's the reason why she was picked to be, Jovi got with her. But the other reason is that a lot of times it's the reason why they picked to be on the show. So, like I said, some of these couples, they look like model couples. They look like, and that's just the douchiness of America that I don't really like, is that everybody on the show has to look like a damn model, almost. Like the women that they pick in particular. The men, no. The women, I've noticed that, yes. The women that come from Colombia, Brazil, Ukraine, Russia, these are not average looking women. These are obviously women who are looking to get a lot of times to America and into some kind of entertainment industry. And I ain't mad at them. Get your money. Get your, come on, girl. Get your money. Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. My phone's going off. I need to turn that down. But, and I'm not mad at the women, wanting to get their come up on. I'm not mad at that. But it's just like TLC and WeTV and these other channels, I'm just like, okay, this is stale. Like, it's starting to look fake. So the UK show, you have much more normal looking men, normal looking women. They look like regular people, like neighbors, people I know. They look like average people. I mean, they do have, what's her name? Emma and Hosan, who's from Iran, and he's a bodybuilder. And he's a good looking guy, little suspect to me. I'm gonna say right now, if you watch 90 Day UK, Hosan, or however you pronounce his name, from Iran, he seems a bit suspect to me. He stays in the mirror more than any female I know of. Like, he's a little suspect to me. And I know they can't be homosexual in Iran or whatever. And I'm not trying to call this man, I'm not trying to put out nothing out there, but I'm just saying his mannerisms and the way he acts and the way he looks at himself a lot. I understand he probably has a really big ego, but it just seems a little suspect to me. He seems a little effeminate. So I'm just gonna put that out there. But all the rest of the people on the show in the UK version, they look, they just regular people. Even the old people, the old lady that was dating a young 27-year-old dude, that's from India or whatever. That was just weird, but he's still not some gorgeous model. I mean, he's good looking for her, but he's not some dude that I'll be like, oh my God, this guy is just like, a model gorgeous. He looks like a nice looking Indian guy. He's cute, he's attractive. But, I don't like how in the United States everything has just been kind of tarted up a little bit. I'm gonna say the lack of diversity. I don't like the fact that on these shows they had Memphis and Hamza last season, but there are obviously a lack of diversity. There's not a lot of black Americans on this show. There's not a lot of especially black women on these shows. They finally got Bilal and Sheeta. I guess people were complaining, so they got Bilal and Sheeta, and they had Hamza and Memphis. But like, that's one of the few black folks they've had on this show. And black people do date internationally. They do. They really do. And so the narrative has been put out there is that black people don't do this, and this is like a thing that only white people do, or that in America. That's not true. It's not true at all. So I would like to see more diversity. I would like to see Hispanic men and women. Asian men and women. I know for a fact that there are Asian men who date internationally, who date women from Eastern Europe. I know that. I know this for a fact. I know at least two. So I know at least three black women who are dating men internationally that they met online, and not all of them from Africa. And that's another thing. There are men from the Netherlands that date women in Africa. There's a lot of German, Netherlands, UK men that date who are talking to women in Africa. Now, as to whether these women are real or fake or not, I don't know. But yes, you never see any African women. You see these African dudes with these old ass white women. I ain't trying to be racist or not at all. But I would love to see there are African women that talk to these old ass men in the United States and other countries. I would like to see that too. I would just like to see more diversity. But the UK so far has somebody from Iran, somebody from Japan, the Philippines. There are plenty of women talking to American and UK men. Plenty. Baby, best believe. Plenty. So I would like to see different countries. United States. 90 Day Fiance. I'm tired of seeing the same. I'm tired of seeing Colombia, Brazil, Africa. I'm tired. Can we see some other countries? There's a whole world out there. There's whole dating sites for international dating. Can we get some more gender dynamics? Besides old and young. I'm tired of that narrative too. You know, I'm tired of that narrative. There's plenty of people that apply to be on this show that don't get on there. So let's not everybody be our OnlyFans model. To be interesting, we will watch. I like the UK. It's much more authentic. So, you know, if you need something to watch, I would say 90 Day Fiance UK. You can watch it on. I tried to watch the episodes on YouTube, but they're really hard to find. So I'm really not sure. You're gonna have to Google it. I just watch the people that do the previews and the highlights of the couples and everything, and so I haven't been able to find like the full episodes. I found clips, but not the full episodes. And so, you know, I would just say that, you know, that United States, I need you to come up. I don't watch 90 Day Fiance live because I end up fast forwarding past all the couples. Big Ed is boring to me. Yara and Jovi, Yara, I'm sorry what happened in the Ukraine, and I'll support Ukraine. Yeah, okay. And what's she going through? All right. But those two couples are boring. Angela and Michael. No. Just no. Just no, boo. Just no. You know, Angela, no. You know, I'm tired of Angela yelling at Michael. It's been like 2 years now. They still yelling. Jenny and Summit. Okay, y'all go on your honeymoon. His family didn't disown you. I mean, you want to work now. Okay, I guess that's a storyline. I guess. I was like, come on, we need more. So that's just my thoughts on it. What do you guys think? If you watch both of these shows, what do you think about these shows? Do you prefer one over the other? What do you think that 90 Day Fiance in the United States need to do more of or do less of? They're very popular shows with lots of ratings, but again, I don't cover it a lot or watch it because it's redundant now. It's like the producers and the writers, I'm sure they can come up with some better couples and situations than this, because you know it's like, okay, you know, let's have a 90 Day UK, let's have a 90 Day Japan, let's put them in some of these other countries, Germany, the Netherlands, because this goes on all over the world. But I just want to see more of it. Like I said, especially as a black woman, was the only black woman that I've seen on the show. So I'm like, can we get more black women? Like, please, can we get more black men? Can we get more Asians? Come on now, I need some diversity in my shows. So, you know, that's my thoughts. Like I said, y'all like, share, subscribe, comment below. And until tonight, House of Dragon tonight. And I'll see y'all then. Bye.